Hi folks, it's David Hamill here, and here's episode 4 of my short UX tip videos. In this one, I'm going to talk about the importance of holding a consistent conversation with your users. And to illustrate, I'm going to use a voice interface. So take a look at this. Alexa, set an alarm for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Alexa, cancel my alarm.
No alarm has been set.
Alexa, cancel my timer.
5-minute timer cancelled.
So as you can see, that wasn't a great experience. And when that first happened to me, I literally could not cancel that alarm that I'd set. And essentially the cause of that has been sort of either no mapping or poor mapping of the flow of that conversation. What the synonym for timer, which I used, alarm, has been accepted when setting it, but on cancelling it, it's not been accepted. Now, you can set what Alexa calls an alarm, but that's set at a time rather than as a timer. And it wouldn't be rocket science to check when there are no timers set to check if there was an alarm just set. That's not rocket science. It just hasn't been done. So that's a voice interface, but this sort of manifests itself in visual interfaces as well. Let me give you an example. So say I'm on a hotel's website. I'm going to stay in a city with some friends, so I'm looking for three rooms. The search form asks me how many rooms I want. I tell it I want three rooms, and then I get a whole load of results. And every time I seem to find a hotel that I want, it only has one room available. And so sometimes a website can do that for technical reasons. It's a constraint, but it creates a bad experience in that situation, because I've told the website that I want 3 rooms. So why is it showing me results for places that only have one? Another example could be so software websites, when they offer free trials, they often ask you a number of sort of marketing questions to start up to begin with, and it can be quite common for users to assume that will affect the way that software works. So you're asking me about my use of the software, and it's just a marketing question, but the user, or me, in that situation, thinks that this is set up. I'm setting up the software to work in a certain way, because that's a conversation that you're having with the user. Another example might be an e-commerce website that asks about location and then later on puts up the price because location, at a later point, when it asked it at step 1, and then give you a price at step 2, then at step 3 give you a new price based on your location, which it asked at step 1. That's a bad conversation with the user. So try to hold a consistent conversation with the user, and essentially that can be done with essentially mapping that conversation out properly. So I hope that was useful.